Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.
That's my bad. I didn't mean to loop it. I don't know what.
I was about to say, I was sitting there and I was like ready, and then it started and I was like, this better not be a problem on my end.
No, that was my bad. I don't know why I clicked loop and I didn't mean to click loop. So it was just going to keep going. And I was like, oh no. That was all me. I'm so sorry. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pardon Me, Alex, the only Lumberjack basketball podcast on the market. We're going to try to make this one a fairly quick one. We just want to wrap up the season, the regular season, and get us all nice and tucked and wrapped away before tomorrow's game at the Southland Conference Tournament. So just a quick little recap for those who have been under a rock and haven't been paying a literal lick of attention to anything on social media for the past week. We did win outright Southland Conference Championship. It was official on Saturday in Houston. And then it was doubly official on Monday at UIW. And so super excited, happy, joy. Outright champions. If you would have said this a year ago, wouldn't have believed you. Wouldn't have believed you. I think Jacqueline's frozen. I don't know why. It's just frozen. Oh. I don't know why your video's stuck. Can you speak?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool. Okay. Well, let me just try to get out and back in, and if it's still on like audio, then it's just audio.
Okay.
Be right back.
Okay. While she's going in and out, ooh, it got big. Sorry. Okay. So while we're waiting on her to come back in, so we won officially a share of the conference tournament on Saturday at Houston Christian. That's the picture in the background. Whenever I move back over, you'll see it. They had to celebrate in Houston, which, oh well. But yeah, so they're excited and holding up the trophy and things like that. And then on Monday at UIW, that's when we won outright champions for the entire season for the conference. And so it's been really exciting. Also, while we wait for Jacqueline to come back in, we basically swept the postseason awards too. Newcomer of the year, Latif Patrick. Defensive player of the year, Gerald Colonel. Hey, she's back and she's pretty and she's not frozen. I was just going
across. Don't everybody knock on some wood. Let's not
knock on wood. While you went away, I was just going over basically sweeping the awards for the postseason, or not postseason, but regular season. So defensive player of the year, Gerald Colonel. Player of the year, Keon Thompson, which if it was anyone else other than him, we were going to riot. I mean, they literally gave him player of the week like 5 or 6 times this season. So it just would have not made sense to be anybody else.
Honestly, if they chose anyone else for player of the year, defensive player of the year, or newcomer of the year, they would have been insane.
Well, also Coach of the Year, because Coach of the Year,
Yes.
Matty Ice. Again, no other choice, obvious choice, coming in first year and crushing it. So congrats to the boys, those 4 in particular, obviously. And we would have won Freshman of the Year if we actually had a freshman playing, I'm sure of it. So, which we didn't, but.
I think Marcus is a true freshman.
Is he? Well, I mean, he probably didn't play enough to like get. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like if we would have had a true freshman starting or like coming in pretty regularly off the bench, it probably would have been a different story. Hello, Mom. Yes, Knack Nanny is here. Hello. Anywho, so just really exciting times to be a Lumberjack fan. And so, but yeah, let's just quickly go through the last 2 games of the season. The first one being at Houston Christian on Saturday, February 28th. And then we'll do the UIW and basically wrap things up and preview the tournament, which has already started over in Lake Charles.
And they will be quick, I'm sure, because we've slept like 10 times since these games. So my brain's frazzled from the last week anyway. So.
Oh yeah. Your brain's frazzled. My brain's frazzled. Even though I'm on spring break, it doesn't matter. Like have forgotten to do many things already and it's only Monday.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do on spring break. So that's good.
Not great, but okay. Continue.
All right. So I'm sorry. I still call them HBU, not HCU. It just doesn't roll off the tongue quite as easily. But Saturday, February 28th, we played at the Tiny Sharp Gymnasium at HBU or Houston Christian. Going into that game, we had 17 wins and 3 losses in our previous matchups versus HBU. The last matchup, we did win 85-67 at home. Largest margin of victory was 87-47 in 2005. And the smallest margin of victory was 79-77 in 2019. General notes for this game, same starters as all season. We did win 77-56. The attendance there was allegedly 789. I do not think that many people fit in that gym, but okay.
I would be flabbergasted to learn that is a normal attendance, A, and B, if that is actually how many people can fit in that. Like, I don't know where you're putting everyone. You must be packed in there like rats. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that number is probably against fire codes, but I digress.
No way. Okay, yeah.
Sean Kennedy's stat section, our field goal percentage is 49.2% from the 3-point line. And even third, 33.3%. Free throws were 78.6%. We had 34 points in the paint, 9 points off turnovers, 16 second chance points, 5 fast break points. Same number of points from the bench as we had in the paint, 34. The score was never tied and the lead never changed. We led the whole time. We had 39 rebounds, 12 offensive, 27 defensive. We had 14 fouls, 9 turnovers. They only had 10 turnovers, pretty decent. We had 4 steals, 2 blocks, and 12 assists. Our game leaders leading the way, we had Keon with 17 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. We had Latif with 13 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Marcus with 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And our defensive player of the year leading it per usual. I'm so glad I started adding in his defensive stats every game this season. Gerald had 2 points, 11 rebounds, 1 block, 1 assist.
No, I'm so glad you did that too, because again, even if he didn't have a ton of points, his defensive stats are critical. And again, this is just more evidence as to why he won Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, and that kind of leads me into my player of the game, Gerald Colonel, 11 rebounds, 1 block, 1 assist, 2 points. Again, who gives a shit about the points? I'm just saying those rebounds. Clutch, man. Clutch. Defensive Player of the Year. What more can you say? I mean, oh my God, he has been so good all season. Just so good and just so consistent too.
Yeah.
I think that's also the main thing that I think about is just consistency. Yeah, can't say more about Gerald, and just an amazing, what an amazing addition to the team. And we didn't have to look very far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, right over the border at our, sister city / rival. Thank you very much, Natchitoches and Northwestern for that. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Such an asset. I mixed it up a little bit on this one, and I'm going to give it this game to Marcus. I think this was his best game probably all season. Hold on. Let me look at his stats here for this game. He was 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Like I said, 10 points, a rebound, an assist. Great game.
That is a great game from Marcus. I love that for him, honestly. And yeah, I mean, if Marcus would have played or got into the game a lot more, he would have been absolutely in the running for freshman of the year, 100%, I think. So can't wait to see more of Marcus, and and I hope he decides to stay because I think he has a lot to give for sure. My mom would like to say a little 2 cents here. Shout out to the HCU coach who praised SFA players and coach after the game. He said SFA deserves all that they've done this season, all the accolades.
Good, because
that's really nice.
Yeah. I don't know if that matches the opinion that we'd had of him in the past, so I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, I would say that as well. But yeah, it's just, I will say that it's very flattering for a opposing team's coach to give us props and give us some sort of positive, praise rather than just being salty.
I agree.
So I'll take it. All right. So I guess just leading us straight into feats of strength, things that we saw or noticed in the game. Based off of the statistics and whatnot. Jacqueline, you want to lead us off? You have anything that sticks out right away?
I think that's one of the higher field goal percentages we've had. I mean, that's great, almost 50%. And the free throw percentage was very close to 80.
Yeah. I mean, if we're rounding up, it's 79, and that might as well just be 80.
I mean, I'm going to take it for the free throw percentages we've had this season.
Absolutely. I mean, let's just be fair. I mean, the field goal percentage in the first half was 55.6. We're going to round that up to 56. So I'm also going to do that for the free throw percentage in the first half. I mean, 88.9, that's 90%. I will take it.
All day.
All day, twice on Sunday. Yeah, no, I'm glad you mentioned that. The free throw percentage being as high as it was. Also, the field goal percentage basically almost being 50%. I think another big standout statistic for me is bench points at 34. Bench really showed up. I mean, we had Marcus in there with those, 10 points, Rit with 8, Yeti with 8, Ak with 6, Christian with his 2. Everyone that played and got in the game scored.
I love to see that.
Absolutely. Everybody that got in scored, whether it be something small or big. I mean, to me, that doesn't matter. It's you're contributing to the game and all fronts. So I love to see it. And one of the big stats on there, even though it's not big in terms of like number, it was big in terms of plays made. Christian Green with a huge block. He scored 2 points, but I don't give a rat's. Like, he had a huge block, and I'll take that every single day. And 4 rebounds. So, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. I was on the team rebounds, but the 1 block, monumentally huge block.
We've been bragging on C. Green the past few games. I think he's going to have a lot to offer next season too. So
I agree as well, for sure. I think that's also one of the biggest strengths from this season. And we'll talk all about this, of course, like in our postseason wrap up. But like, I think all of the guys that the coaches have recruited have in some fashion, big or small, have contributed to the team. And I think they all have a lot to give. And I'm just excited for the future of Lumberjack basketball.
Me too.
The main thing is just retention, keeping.
The 39 rebounds, also great.
Absolutely. The fact that we were single-digit turnovers yet again, I can't complain about that whatsoever. Personal fouls, not too bad, 14. That's not probably, it's probably the, one of on the lower side, but not the lowest. But yeah, just good stuff all around. I feel like the game on Saturday at HCU was pretty typical. I mean, there wasn't anything that was like absolutely outlandish or that stood out that was crazy. I mean, pretty demonstrative win. So
yeah, also I like the 12 assists. I know I haven't been including them in there for that long. And I don't know why, oversight on my part, but that's a nice number of assists to have, especially with our field goal percentage and 3-point percentage being so high. I like to see that they're both high like that. So we're making good decisions on passing it to someone who's open and has a good shot opportunity.
I agree. And the player who had the most assists during this game was actually Ak. He had 4.
Love that.
I know. I agree. Another interesting stat, when we talked about Gerald, I thought it was pretty interesting that 99% of his rebounds were all defensive. He only had 1 offensive rebound. So he was really crashing those boards, trying to get the defensive rebounds, which I think is, again, defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Just saying. They're just racking them up.
I think we forgot. Were you going to read the little or any like high notes from the?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Let me go to that. 1 moment, please. I'm gonna open up the tab. Here we go. Click. Open. Click. Why are we not working? There we go. Nope. What the hell is happening? There we go. My God, it's just running really slow. Okay, so game notes from this game. Of course, I already mentioned this multiple times, but because of that night, we want to share the title, which we already know that already happened, and we actually won outright on Monday in San Antonio. This is the first regular season Southland Conference title for the Jacks since the 19-1 finish in 2019-2020. A lot of parallels from the 2019-2020 season. Let's see here. The Jacks win for the 26th time this season, tied for the 10th most wins in a single season in program history. Let's see. This was SFA's 18th win over HCU all time and 5th against them on the road. Let's see here. This is the 11th win on the road this season, the most winning since winning a dozen in 2019-2020. The Jacks surpassed the previous program standard of 269 three-pointers made in a season, which was set 34 games during the 15-16 year. Let's see. 10 Lumberjacks scored in the win, and all 10 played 14 plus minutes. Yep, we already pretty much said that. Yeah. Those are the main ones.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you read that because I thought about that when I looked at the stats, but I didn't just now. That really everyone played a pretty close and considerable amount of time. I mean, the people who played the most were 25 or 26 minutes, but pretty much everyone had 15 or more. So
right.
Pretty evenly distributed on that game. I love that.
Yeah. And right around the same time as when that came out that we were ranked top 25, actually number 10 nationally in the College Insider poll, the mid-major program poll. So right around that same time is when that top 10 nationally for the 3rd week straight. So a lot of good stuff happening in Lumberjack basketball land. Just saying. So if you're not paying attention or watching, you better hop on this train now. And I'm not a big fan of bandwagoners, but we'll take you.
We will take you.
We'll take you. It's a little late, but we'll let you slide in. Okay. Any other positives from this game? Moving on. Okay.
Good, yeah.
All right.
Begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now you're going to hear about it.
I mean, for me, honestly, there's not really much. I mean, how can I have any major grievances in a game where we win a share of the Southland Conference title? I feel like that is counterintuitive. I think maybe my biggest one is the fact that I was in Houston at the same time and couldn't go.
I was going to say, I think my only grievance would be that we didn't get to go in person.
Yeah.
That's all I got, really.
Truly. I mean, that's what I'm saying. How can we be mad at anything, even if it was small or minor? There's really not much for me to complain about in reality because we won. I mean, if I had to pick literally anything, it would be, I mean,
if I were to pick
3-point percent, the 3-point 8 out of 24, it's not.
I mean, 33% is pretty good. The only, if I were to nitpick something, that literally the only thing I would say is that we only have 5 fast break points. That's kind of low for that good of a win, but
it's true. Yeah, and the only reason I was saying the 3-point percentage was just, there were a lot of like 1 and 5s or 1 and 6s. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, not great, but also again, like I could have said nothing. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be nitpicky at this stage anymore. Like, there's no point at this point. Okay. Moving on to game number 2.
Yes. So this was Monday,
March 2nd.
Yeah. Hold on. I forgot to type in whatever the name of at the McDermott Center in San Antonio. Going into this game, we had 13 wins and 3 losses in our previous matchups versus UIW. I can't wait for the grievances on this one because I actually do have one. That had nothing to do with our play. Last matchup, we won 56-46 at home. Now it's coming back to me. I'm catching up.
Yeah, your brain's catching up and remembering. Yeah.
Largest margin of victory was 84-46 in 2016, and the smallest was 74-71 in 2019. Hey, DDT.
Axum.
I will let you have it for the SLC standings, and then we can dive in.
Oh, sure. No problem. It'll be
which everyone should know by now because, the tournament started, but this will be a good spot to recap it.
Sure, of course. All right. Again, for those who don't know, I've mentioned it multiple times already, but there's a reason why we won the conference outright. It's because we're number 1 in the conference by 1 game. I'll take it. I don't care. SFA 20-20 or 20-2. McNeese 19-3. They're obviously, so we were 1st seed. McNeese is 2nd seed. 3rd seed is UTRGV. They were 14-8. A&M Corpus Christi 13-9, and then New Orleans and Nichols were both 12-10, but the overall was different. So that's why they were 2 different seeds and not having to do any tiebreakers. HCU and Northwestern State were actually both at 8-14 as well, and they had different overalls, so that made that easy. Lamar and UIW both at 7-15. A lot of doubles, which is kind of wild. I don't remember a season where we had so many, like literally the bottom half after us, McNeese and UTRGV and A&M Corpus Christi, everyone else was tied. Like same conference schedule, same conference, like you had to go to the overall to do any sort of like tiebreakers, which I thought was pretty interesting. I've never seen that before. Lamar and UIW at 7-15. And then they actually had to go in and do more tiebreakers with that if they were trying to get into the conference tournament because they were both at 12-19 overall. So that was interesting. They had to see who beat who against each other. Then you had Commerce and Southeastern both at 6-16. And obviously if you're that far down the conference list, you just didn't even make the tournament at all. So literally it was us through Northwestern State for conference. So Lamar, UIW, East Texas, and Southeastern left out. So sorry.
Been there. We were just there last season.
Again, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel you,
Too.
like we get it. We've been there. So I feel bad for you.
Yep.
Here we are.
Game notes. Starters, same as always. We
Mhm.
did win 76-68. I think this is a more accurate attendance number, 244 in their high school gym. Sean Kennedy's stat section, our field goal percentage is 48.2%. Our 3-point percentage was 50%.
Woo.
One of a few times this season that our 3-point percentage for the game has been higher than the field goal. But I'm not complaining. Free throw percentage, 66.7. Points in the paint, 20. Points off turnovers, 8. Second chance points, 12. Fast break points, 15. Bench points, 15. The score was tied 5 times and the lead changed 4 times. Didn't feel like that, but got more on that later. Total rebounds, again, 39, 11 offensive, 28 defensive. We had 15 fouls, only 8 turnovers. I do not know how it is humanly possible, but they only had 4 turnovers.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm still trying to compute on that one. 3 steals, 4 blocks, and 13 assists. Our game leaders, we had Latif with what was at least his high average at, or his game high at SFA. I'm not saying that's his season high, career high.
No, I know what you mean.
28 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 assist. We had Keon with 12 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block. Cam with 11 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Narit with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. And Gerald with 4 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks.
I was about to look and see what his.
I'm pretty sure that's high for us. I'm just saying I'm not saying that that's his career high.
No, I know. Yeah. I was just trying to see what it was for this season. I'd have to go into his individual stats and look. I'll have to go look in a minute. Okay. So who's your player of the game for this one, Jax?
I said Latif for this game.
Yeah.
High point, and man, he was on all cylinders. And not that this was a game that I felt like we were in danger of losing, but I feel like anytime it even got close, Latif was the one kind of bailing us out and getting us back on track. And just a great shooting night. He was 6 of 7 from the 3-point line.
No,
free throw.
100%. I'm gonna have to. Oh wait, hold on. That's my bad. I should have flipped this over. One moment. There we are. There we go. There they go. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with you with Latif being player of the game. I do want to give a special shout out to Rit with his 11 points, 3 from 7 on the 3-point line, and Cam with his 11 points, 3 of 6 from the 3-point line. Couldn't do it without those two as well, but 100% Latif. Yeah, I 6 of 7. I mean, honestly, you couldn't ask for more except for getting 7. And that's just, I mean, unheard of. So you couldn't ask for more. Teef was absolutely knockout lights out in this game. 100%.
6 of 7 from the 3-point line, I'm sure is the highest, like not saying the highest percentage because you could make 1 of 1 and be 100%, but I'm pretty sure that's the highest ratio of 3-pointers any of our players have had this season. I mean, somebody else who has more time can fact check me, but I'm pretty confident in saying that.
Yeah,
I think Rit may have been really close. Rit might have been like 5 of 6. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe they tied. I don't know. Love to see it if we have more than one person, but that's in my recent memory very high. And I agree. Cam and Narit both had great shooting games this game too.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's, I'm just like, obviously special shout out to them with their shooting, but Teef, 100%. I agree. He couldn't be stopped, and thank God. You know what I mean? Like that game, we needed that. We needed a game from him like that, or from anybody, but whoever it is, it doesn't matter. We just needed somebody to step up, and all of his rebounds were defensive, just all around. Had almost something in every category except for a block. I mean,
yeah,
he was on one that game. Couldn't ask for more, honestly. So yeah, good stuff. Moving into feats of strength from this game. I've kind of already said it. Rit with his 3 out of 7. Cam with his 3 out of 6. And then what else was I gonna say?
the 3-point percentage being higher than the field goal is
nuts.
nice.
You don't see that very often. I'll take it. Again, I will take it. And then here you go, Jacqueline. Our fast break points were way better than 15 points.
They were
definitely a lot better than the last game.
Especially considering they only had 4 turnovers, which again now makes even less sense to me. But
I couldn't agree. I know. I don't know on that one. Let's see.
Like, did they flip our turnovers and theirs? I don't know. Confused.
I don't know. I mean, we only had 8, but still, I don't know.
I'm sure that's correct. I just don't know how they only have 4. I don't even think we had a game with only 4 turnovers.
Yeah. Huh. It's a very interesting question. I don't know. Yo no sé. Yeah, again, I don't have much to say. I mean, I was hoping for CC to get a double-double. He had 9 rebounds and 6 points, but
so close.
So close. Again, we won the game. We got outright that night. They celebrated. They got their cute little hats on and their cute little shirts on. There's not much left for me to say. Great way to end the season, guys. 2 wins on the road dogs, road warriors. I'm just happy as a clam. I sat there, watched this whole game, had a smile on my face. There wasn't one point where I was concerned or worried. Love to see it.
Oh, you forgot the highlights from the game write-up again.
Before. Oh, yeah. This is why I have you, because I'll forget.
Well, I got to add it as a line item on our notes. That would be helpful.
Yeah, I did pull it up, so I was ready to go. I just forgot to click over. Okay. SFA wins SLC title outright. First regular season title for the Jacks since, you guessed it, 19 and 20 season. Jacks win for the 29th time this season, tied for 8th most wins in a single season in program history. Let's see. Victory gives the Jacks regular season sweep of the Cardinals because we already beat them once, which we knew that. Let's see. The Jacks win for the 20th time in league play this season, the most conference wins in a single season in program history. Let's see here. 12th win on the road this season, the most winning since, again, 2019-2020. It marked the fifth game at 50% shooting from the free point range. I think that's interesting. So the 5th game this season that we had 50% or better from the 3-point range, and the 3rd at 50% or better with a dozen or more makes.
That's nice.
I love that. SFA sank no fewer than 12 3-point shots for the 8th time this season. Patrick's season high 28. Yep. Was a ridiculous 72.7 shooting from the floor and came courtesy of 6 makes from a range and a perfect 6 for 6 from the stripe. And he added 5 rebounds, 2 steals and assists, which we already knew that. But yeah, season high 28.
Yeah, I thought they had said that on the game.
Yep, I agree. And I just think it's so funny that on the official game notes that they wrote ridiculous. That's so funny.
I know. I love it too.
I love that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it for the game notes there. Yeah.
I think,
moving on. Or you got more?
I think we're ready for grievances.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now, you're going to hear about it.
I'll go first. Nothing to do with our guys or our play, but I'm going to have a quick rant about UIW. Because if memory serves me correctly, there was a stipulation to them remaining in the Southland Conference, stringent upon them making updates to facilities that they have yet to make. And then we missed almost the whole first half of the game because for whatever reason, their feed is not working and technical difficulties and whatever. And I'm not pleased with that because they're playing a game on the road that's at least 5 hours away from me on a Monday night. That's the only thing that I have to do is to watch it on ESPN. And granted, I listened. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the dog quiet so you're going to hear squeaky noises. So I did listen to the Q107 app so I could hear Chase, but I still couldn't see it, which I would like to be able to do. So there's my complaint.
No, I'm so glad you brought that up because that was going to be my biggest grievance of this game too, was the fact that couldn't watch the whole first half. Couldn't watch it. Thank God for Chase. Obviously, with Chase's stream, we can't watch the game. All we can do is hear his play, see him talking and hear his play-by-play, which is better than nothing. But still, you're in a major U.S. city. You mean to tell me you don't have a good enough connection somewhere to stream your freaking game? Like, it'd be different if you were in BFE nowhere, Texas, and you have spotty internet anyway, and you couldn't figure out the technical difficulties on streaming. But you're in a major U.S. You're in San Antonio. You're in downtown,
which is right down the road from Austin, which is the techiest city in Texas.
I don't get it. Like, we're in East Texas, in Nacogdoches, and knock on wood, I don't recall ever having that big of a technical issue where you couldn't watch the entire first half.
I don't remember one either. And then when they finally get the feed up and running, Dad texts me and is like, same high school gym as always.
Not only that, but they also had, they had the wrong,
they couldn't get anything right after that.
They couldn't get anything right. They had the wins and losses wrong.
Yeah, they had the records wrong. They had the score wrong multiple times. I mean,
yeah. They had us listed as SF Austin, which if we're playing in our conference, for the most part, everybody's been putting SFA or the full Stephen F. Austin. So I'm just like, guys, I mean, a blind squirrel is going to find a nut every once in a while, and y'all are struggling.
Yeah, like those problems have nothing to do with the ESPN feeds. So, like, I don't know. It was a Murphy's Law day for them. Everything that could go wrong was happening.
The wildest stuff, just absolutely ridiculous. And so, yeah, that's my biggest grievance for this game as well. I'm glad you brought that up because that's exactly, I agree. Yeah, ridiculous. Other than that, I just like with the other game, we won outright. I have no major complaints other than the fact that I wish I would have been able to watch the whole first half. Thankfully, they figured something out, pulled it out of their butt, and we were able to watch the whole second half. But I did mute the announcers and just synced up the feed so I could just listen to Chase and watch the game because you and I both know.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing. And y'all know that's what I used to do whenever Rob was our radio announcer. So I'm just going to start doing it again. I don't know. Every once in a while, I do like to hear the other announcers just to see what they have to say. Usually they're not as good as ours, but sometimes it is interesting.
Yeah, and from what I can remember, I don't know who said it, but I don't know if it was the announcers for the HCU game or the announcers for this game, but they were decently okay, and they were giving us some props. But
I think it was HCU because it's that old man Van, whatever his name is. Van Chancellor.
Yeah, that sounds right. But anyway, here nor there, I'd rather listen to Chase Merrill every day of the week. So agreed. Okay, so that was the last 2 games of the season, regular season, and now here we are careening into the Southland Conference tournament, because it's not good enough just to win the regular season championship. Oh no. You got to then take you and your whole team, and you got to go play a whole freaking other tournament to win a chance to go to the big dance. Here we are. So today is Monday the 9th. The conference tournament started yesterday on Sunday. I'll just give you a quick little rundown of who's played so far and who's won, and then leading up till tonight right now. So New Orleans, number 5 New Orleans and number 8 HCU played Monday evening, and New Orleans won 73-60. So then they obviously move on. That night, number 6 Nichols and number 7 Northwestern State played, and Nichols won 61-47. It's a pretty big win. So then, of course, Nichols moves on. Then the first 2 rounds of the women's games were today. So that's what went on this morning. SFA women, we do not play until tomorrow. We play at 1:30 tomorrow on ESPN Plus. We play number 7 Nichols. So, and we are number 3 seed for women. Okay. So Jacqueline and I are doing our damnedest to get there. We may be a little late potentially, but we're leaving here in the morning and going down. I would like to try to go to the hotel first and drop off our stuff and then go over. We'll see. That's the hope. Because in between the girls' game at 1:30, SFA doesn't play till 6. So we may have time in between the games to go and drop off our stuff and then come back. We'll have to be playing it by ear. Because SFA, yes, men's semifinal, we are game number 5. We play at 6 o'clock tomorrow night on ESPN Plus. Or I'm sorry, ESPNU, technically, which is nice. And then McNeese will play the winner of game 4. So game 4 is what's happening tonight. So game 3 is Corpus Christi A&M, number 4 seed, versus New Orleans. That game's happening currently right now. I haven't checked the score lately, but it's loading. I was trying to log in to see what the current score was. It might be getting close to, here we go. Yeah, I was going to say it might be getting close to halftime, and it is almost halftime. Got a minute left. So A&M Corpus Christi is currently winning 37-28.
Oh, wow. Oh.
I know. So basically we play the winner of this game. So tomorrow night, whoever wins this game, either A&M Corpus Christi or New Orleans, is who we're playing. Okay? And then the other game tonight at 7:30 is number 3 UT RGV and number 6 Nichols. So whoever wins that game is who's going to play McNeese tomorrow night. So there we go. That is a quick recap of what has happened so far and what is happening tomorrow at the conference tournament. If you're on break and you can go, you got cheap tickets. I think they just posted it today that the semifinal games tomorrow are like $10, right? Yeah.
So also, should have mentioned this at the top, and it's probably too late now, but it's a nice note to share. So Coach Breyer and his family go to my parents' church in Nac, First Baptist, and they are taking the church bus to drive whoever wants to go to the game. So my parents and Jimmy Sims and I don't know who else from First Baptist are going to load up on the fancy FBC bus and ride on over there and go to the game.
Yeah. So I knew that was happening because is it First Baptist, the church that adopts all the players? Or
No,
is
that's
that
Methodist. That's FUMC,
Okay.
First United Methodist. Hey,
So yeah, that church is actually taking a bus as well.
that's awesome. But
Yeah.
I figured they probably would because of that program. But I'm really glad First Baptist decided to do one since Briar and his family go there. I'm trying to talk. It's a nice show of support. Excuse my.
No, I agree. So yeah, so multiple churches are taking buses tomorrow, and then students also get in for free. So just make sure you have your student ID card. Yeah, so a lot of potential, a lot of opportunities to go watch the Jacks tomorrow. You just got to find a way down there if you're a student or a community member. Telling you guys, it's going to be a great game no matter who we play, whether if it's A&M Corpus Christi or UNO. It's going to be a dogfight, and we need as much purple in the stands as possible because everybody's out for blood. Everybody wants to take down the champs. Here we are yet again back in this position. We have been in this position in the Southland Conference for forever. Like we were the dogs and everybody wanted to unseat us. Everyone wanted to beat us. Everyone wanted to show that they had what it took to take us down. So it's exactly what either team, whoever wins tonight, whoever we play tomorrow, it's exactly what they're going to try to do. So we need all the purple in the stands as we can get because McNeese is blue and it's a fucking stupid ass. I hate that we have to play there.
Me too. So buy your $10 ticket and jump on one of the church buses. You wouldn't even have to drive.
Bingo.
I was shocked. I mean, I'm not trying to be ageist here. I was just very surprised that people were because I mean it's like a 3-hour drive from Knack to Lake Charles, and if the game's at 6, I mean that's gonna be a late night for some of these people. So listen, I mean getting Richard Parton on that bus, it's gonna be past his bedtime.
Hey, but if he's getting on the bus, he's getting on the bus. So I mean, yeah, go get Mr. Parton. Excited for him. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about, you guys already know, obviously, Jacqueline and I are heading down tomorrow for the games. We'll be there. We're staying at the Nugget. So if you're going to go and you're going to stay or hang out, win or lose, we're going to be there. So, I mean, knock on wood, we're staying at the Nugget tomorrow night. So after the game, come to the Nugget and hang out with us regardless. And then again, as long as we win, which, damn it, we're going to win, we'll be playing in the championship game on Wednesday. God help us all. God help us all. I'm going to need to bring so many Tums. My tummy's already upset. Like, I'm already getting anxious tummy.
I got a big container I'll bring.
Thank you. Because I'm
stocked up on what's our other Prilosec?
Oh, yeah. I got my Prilosec.
We're good.
I can bring extra if we need them. I already take it daily anyway, but I'll bring extra for you. Okay, so the last thing, just wanted to, I said all the regular season awards in the beginning, all 4 of those. I do want to mention real quick, though, that Maddie B has been nominated as a finalist for a couple other Coach of the Year awards. One being, and these are, again, national awards, the Joe B. Hall and the Hugh Durham Coach of the Year awards. So Maddie B is one of 16 finalists for the Joe B. Hall Award, given annually to the nation's top first-time Division I basketball head coach. That's a mouthful. So let me say it again. Maddie B is one of the 16 finalists for the Joe B. Hall Award, given annually to the nation's top first-time Division I basketball head coach. And he is one of 25 finalists for the Hugh Durham Award, given annually to the nation's top D1 mid-major head coach. So 2 big awards for our Matty Ice. And again, he's got to be up there in talks to win those, at least one. I mean, what he has done, you cannot discount it. What he has done to turn this program around is insane.
Agree. Sorry, I had to hear because we were going ham on the squeaky toy again.
No, it's okay. I mean, again, it's just crazy. If you would have asked us a year ago to predict how we would have done this season, we would have said, oh, it's a rebuilding year. Maybe, definitely make the tournament for sure. But other than that, our expectation list and request list that we gave Matty B at the very beginning of the season was very small.
I was about to say mine was 2.
2.
I've told y'all, he knows. I said it to him. I'm not speaking out of turn. Make the conference tournament, run an offense.
And I concurred and I agreed. I was like, listen, my expectations are low based off the last few seasons. Like, I just want to win games and make the conference tournament. Like, and if we can go further than that, love to see it. But like, at least just get us back to our winning ways, like make SFA basketball exciting again. And by Joe, check.
Here we are. So
anyway, just super excited for, the future of Lumberjack basketball. No matter how this week shakes out and wraps up, I'm just pleased in every form or fashion with how this season has turned out. So just want to give a big shout out to Matty B, the whole staff, all the players, all of it. And one last thing, Keon and Latif did make first team all conference for the Southland, and Gerald did make the all defensive team as well. So just wanted to throw those out there as well. Okay. So, all right, guys, we're almost to an hour. We wanted to try to keep this as short as possible because, we were able to slide this in. We've had crazy days and crazy weekends. And so we were able to get this in real quick before Jacqueline and I get prepared to leave tomorrow morning. So obviously, regardless of how this conference tournament shakes out, we will give a recap of it, and we will do our typical end of the season podcast at some point within the next week or so. So get ready for that. But follow us along on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook for our conference shenanigans. And we're super excited. It's our first time for the Southland Conference tournament in the last 4-5 years since we were in the WAC for 3, missed it last year. So
I thought you were going to say the first Southland Conference tournament in Lake Charles. And I was about to say, well, we have plenty more coming. So
that's also true. It's our first one in Lake Charles, and we'll be there for a while, people, because it's the most ridiculous deal ever dealt in history of the Southland Conference.
UG disagreed as well.
I know. I heard her. If you want to know more about our thoughts and everybody's thoughts on this deal, just go read Dylan Yates's Twitter and you'll hear it all. You'll see it all because we echo his frustration with it.
I can't wait to catch up, but I have not had 2 seconds to look at it. So
Well,
that's what I'll be doing tomorrow when you're driving.
He's dragging everybody on Twitter, and it's so great. Shout out to our boy Dylan. We salute you. Okay. Again, super excited for tomorrow. Please watch. If you can come to the game, tune in. Nick said they went on an 11-3 run to cut it to 7 at the half. So that must mean New Orleans is catching up. So God bless America. Anyway, all right. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. If you can make it to Lake Charles tomorrow, please do. We need all the purple we can in the stands. And if you can't, obviously tune in on ESPNU. Tip off at 6. We love you guys. Thank you so much for your support all season. And as always, Axe and Jacks.
With Alex and Jack.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.